What is up, YouTube? We are back. It is September, my guy. Therefore, UFC Noche is here, ready to go. Should be a good one. Actually, kind of a weak card. There's some decent fights between here, some decent matchups, matchmaking here. The main event is a great fight, though. Could arguably establish the next featherweight title contender, even though should not be the next. I mean, well, if John Silva wins, he should be next. Oh, hold on, hold on, hold the phone already. Yeah, but either way, great card of what we're dealing with here today. We're gonna break it down real quick after I shoot this mule deer. I just want to make sure I don't choke it, and bye-bye. Oh, I might have choked. No, we're good, we're good. Um, yeah, I mean, I'm excited for it anyway. It is a somewhat, it's a card, you know what I mean? Like, just, they got me right where they want me, the UFC, so it is what it is, but we're gonna start right into it. We got the tough finale for the welterweights, I believe it is, yeah, and Rodrigo Cezedo versus Daniil Donchenko. I was starting to watch the Ultimate Fighter this year, and then like after two episodes, I was like, "This is so trash. Like it's still trash." Um, I don't know. We'll see what that looks like if they even bring that over to Paramount Plus. I always thought that ESPN just kind of made it a little bit like that, but it could honestly just be how it is. It seems like Dana White's Contender Series, rightfully so, is the better way to get the prospects and everything. But um, I did see the Donchenko fight. I think I had the other guy winning when I was watching Tough Thing. I can't remember even the other guy anymore. That's just kind of how it goes. So Donchenko looked decent. Never seen Hot Ego fight or whatever his name is, Sensei Nado, whatever. But either way, I think. Oh wait, no. Either way, we're gonna be rocking with Donchenko by decision. Like I said, I've just seen him more. He just he seems decent. I mean, I don't know how decent, but decent enough where I think he can beat this guy. This guy just he just sounded annoying on the Ultimate Fighter. I don't know though. He's probably decent if he got this far, but I don't know. Either way, not really buying this. I don't know. I'm not bought in. Honestly, I'm gonna be completely honest there. So, moving on to the next fight, we got Alice Pereira versus Montserrat Hendon. I got Pereira decision. Hendon's kind of garbage. Perez, this 19-year-old they just signed. Um, I'm hearing rumors she's not actually Alex Perez's sister, which I guess would kind of make sense. Because Perez like 40 and she's like 19, so like that. I mean, like that does happen, but it's usually a little more rare, you know. So yeah, it makes sense if it's not really her sister, his sister. But either way, I think this is the UFC one to build her up. So they're gonna just get her out there with by matching her up with Hendon. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I got Pereira by decision. I'm not gonna be baited into the finish. She is 19, debut. She's probably gonna get the jitters. Like, let's be real. So I'm gonna assume that she still gets it done and kind of schools her, but there's gonna be no finish in sight, honestly. On to the next fight. Alessandro Costa versus Alden Correa. Correa. I'm going Costa. I think Costa's underrated. He trains with the Grasso and Diego Lopes. Don't think Costa will ever be a title contender, but I think he'll be like a tricky out, and I think he will eventually make his way into the top 10, probably. It's three. Okay. Probably top 10 of that division. Um, some point, maybe top 15. I don't know, but yeah. Either way, I think leads to nowhere. We got to get down here. Hmm. So I gotta go. You know. Yeah, but I think I'm gonna go with Costa here. I don't know anything about Korea either, so that's another reason why I'm picking Costa. But yeah, I do actually really feel that way, where I think Costa is actually decent. I think it's gonna be Costa decision though. I just it's so hard for me to bet finishes anymore. Even though last week we just saw a historic amount of finishes, it's just I usually have to go the safe route and just go with decisions, and unless I'm really convinced. But on to the next fight, we got Zachary Reese facing off with Cedric Dumas. Zachary Reese, man, this guy is probably shouldn't be in the UFC, but thankfully he's facing a guy that shouldn't be in the UFC. I know that for a fact. Cedric Dumas arrested 14 times or something like that. Hit like three different women, or at least has three different cases for him women. Is in here, and it's crazy that his fight style out of the cage is so aggressive. Because in the cage, he doesn't do much. It doesn't seem like. Um, I don't know. Hopefully, Dumas changes, and is really motivated to change his ways and you know try to win and dedicate more time in the gym. I think Phil Rowe was talking about this, where like Dumas just keeps putting himself in these bad positions, even though he has all the potential in the world. Now, I don't know about all the potential in the world, but he has potential to make something out of it. He does have 3 wins in the UFC, to be fair, even if it is very low competition. So that is something. But yeah, I think overall, Dumas, man, he's not good. Zachary Reese is not good. So when this type of stuff happens, this is where I feel the finish is coming. But I think it's gonna be Reese. I was thinking Dumas is gonna get it done. Like I said, I think Zachary Reese is just as bad. Oh man, males are out. Yeah. So I think Zachary Reese is gonna get this done. It's gonna be a flash KO in the first round, where I could see Dumas actually, starting off slow, but Dumas is just like kind of get the better of him. Like Reese can't really find his range, and then Dimash just crashes in, just like gets like hit with a hook or an elbow or something like that, and just goes out cold. So we'll see what happens. I'm hoping for a fun fight in that one. I imagine I get one. Oh, shiz. Yeah, I'd imagine I get a pretty decent fight with those two guys. Um, yeah. So we'll see what happens there. But on to the next one, we got Jesus Aguilar versus Luis Guerrero. I mean, this should also be a layup. I think Aguilar's been out for a little bit of a minute. He has insane power for the flyweight division. That's like his main thing. Um, and Garul just lost to Ode Osborne, which honestly, technically nowadays isn't that bad of a loss, which is crazy to say in 2025. But still, I don't. I mean, that was his debut, to be fair, but like, this is somewhat of a jump up. I think Aguilar would beat Ode Osborne if they haven't fought already, and if they did, I'm almost positive Ode Osborne lost to Jesus Aguilar. But I think overall this is just not gonna be Luis Guerrero's fight, and I'm predicting also a first round KO where he just gets in trouble and just can't get out, can't back off the cage or circle out off the cage, and it's just gonna be messy, man. So we'll see what happens, but I'm feeling that that's oh shit. I'm feeling that this is gonna be an easy win for Jesus Aguilar, and we'll kind of go from there. Oh, shoot it! What the heck? What? All right. Well, I don't know what happened there, but either way, yeah, we're gonna go Aguilar by first round KO. I think he will get it done. On to the next one. We got Tatiana Suarez versus Amanda Lemos. Mm. Both got destroyed by Zhang Wei Li. But even though it was more recent, Tatiana Suarez, I do think she's overall the better fighter just because of the superior grappling advantage. And I think that is enough to win her this fight. Now, don't get me wrong. Do I think... Oh man, I gotta go somewhere else. Don't get me wrong, do I think that Lemos does have a shot to put her down and out? Yes. It's always a possibility. I'm not seeing it here, though. I think Suarez is just going to absolutely destroy her in the grappling for the first two rounds. And then the third one, she's going to find the sub. And then people are going to say Suarez deserves the winner of Vienna versus... what's her name? Dern. So we'll see what happens there. I think this should be Suarez. Like, Suarez can't be this bad to lose to Lemos, right? Like, please. We need Suarez to win over Lemos. It's better for the sport. But, like, not by much. Just, it would be, though, in a way. Because you could just say, oh, Suarez is better than everyone but Wei Li, you know. But, like, Lemos has lost to a few people. She's gotten standing arm triangle by Andrade, and then Andrade got destroyed by Suarez shortly after that. Suarez's biggest thing, actually, well, the cardio looks shit. The IQ looks shit after last fight. Dude, she looked so shit last fight. I couldn't believe it, dude. I thought for sure she was gonna beat Zhang. She was supposed to be the one to beat Zhang. And one round, not even. It felt like half a round of cardio and wrestling, and then after that, she just couldn't do anything. I'm hoping she recovers, though. Like I said, I think it would be better matchup. I don't think she's faced either Dern or Virna. So that's what I'm rooting for, and that's what I think will happen. But yes, there is a way where Lemos gets this done. And it's just going to make Suarez look so bad. It's very possible. On to next fight. We got Claudio Playways versus Joaquim Silva. Claudio Playways, the jiu-jitsu nerd. He is the lightweight Kron Gracie. horrible striking, solid leg locks, like, or knee bars. Probably the best knee bars in the sport right now. Probably, maybe, I don't know. Not that that's really saying much anymore. However, he's just not that good. He doesn't have wrestling. His other jujitsu's like, man, like it's good, but it's not like, oh my gosh, he's like the best. I don't know. Oh man. 367, 332. I'll save the tripod. Oh shit. Ah shit. Of course there's a freaking male bear right next to me. Come on, man. Oh man, there's a few. Five, five. I was gonna say we got 3 5s. That'd be crazy. All right, let's see. Let's see. Oh my shit. Oh my goodness. 8 mythical could touch diamond. I don't know. I might have to scare him off and get him back so I can get him at a different angle because I don't want to run in at him. Oh man. Let me see. Oh, sorry. Oh shit. So that's a mythical. That's a 5. I need that one. That's the one I need. If he turns around right here, I'm shooting at him. Look at all these bear. Wow. I need that 8 mythical back though. Alright. Back to the fights for a time being until those bears come back down. I think Pueles should not be in the UFC. Somehow fluked his way up to a Dan Hooker matchup, even though Dan Hooker was on a little bit of a skid at the time. Almost beat Dan Hooker, which is kind of weird. He just had moments. Wasn't like he was schooling him and then got caught. But what did have like moments where it was like, okay. Overall, I think Joaquim Silva is not that good, but I think he's good enough to be Claudio Pueles. I think Pueles will get cut after this. I think Silva's gonna KO him in the second round and just kind of make it look easy, man. Not like too easy, but like I could honestly see a world where it's just like it just shows it's like, well, why was Pele still in the UFC and stuff? So we'll see what happens with all that. I don't know, honestly. I think Pele's is just garbage. I think a lot of people think that too. Yeah, so we'll see what happens over there, but yeah, I don't think he gets it done in the first round. I think Pele's is gonna fluke his way into like good position or something. Um, Fight his whole ass. Alright, well, we might need to skip that 8 for a time being. Dang it, I kind of wish I saw that 8 though. Yeah, so either way, Silva second round KO. On to the next fight, we got Jose Medina versus Dusko Todorovic. Fight of the year contender. How is this not the main event? Psych. These guys are both garbage. Both these guys should have been cut from the UFC. Like, why? Like, why is this fight a thing, bro? Like, don't get me wrong, I'm probably ending a finish or whatever, but like, this is just garbage. I don't even think these guys could be freaking PFL like contenders or whatever. Like, these guys are bad. Dang it. Missed. But Medina has a fantastic chin, even though he got destroyed by a Teba Gaudier. But I think if Teba Gaudier touches most people or whatever, like he's gonna put you out. Oh shoot. Where is this? Oh, I got freaking females over here. What the fuck is this? Yeah, so Teba Gaudier only want to really knock him out. I think he has a chin. Yeah, that's all it is. That's all it is, really. No, like that is all it is. Todorovic, just questionable durability, questionable IQ, not really good at anything himself. I'm gonna go with Todorovic. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't think anything of either of these guys. Like I said, I think both these guys should be cut, but I think I'm gonna trust in Todorovic because I've actually seen him win a fight, unlike Medina. Um, I don't know. I mean, watch Medina just eat so many shots on the first 2 rounds and just out grinds like Todorovic or whatever. Like that would be kind of crazy, but that could absolutely happen, you know. So I don't know. I'm going Todorovic decision. On to the next fight, we got Santiago Luna versus Kwang Lee. I think I've seen Kwang Lee fight, and I don't remember being that impressed with it. So I'm gonna go with I think the debut guy in Luna here. Um, I don't know. Don't really want to put too much into Kwang Lee, you know. But at the same time, would I be surprised if he won? No. Um, just out vets him. You know, I don't know. I mean, this Luna's nickname is literally Border Boy. That's kind of crazy. But yeah, either way, we'll see what happens with that. But I'm gonna rock Luna by decision, and we'll kind of go from there. On to the next one, we got Alexander Hernandez versus Carlos Diego Ferreira. Quick turnaround for Hernandez, less than a month actually since the Chase Hooper win. And rightfully so, you know. I think this was in his hometown, he was saying in the post fight speech. He called out for it. Only was in that Hooper fight for like what 3 or 4 minutes, or I think it was like five technically because it ended right at the end of the first round. Either way, I think. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Six, four. What's the one behind that? All right, hold on. Let me get in closer. But yeah, either way, I think this is a that was a great opportunity for UFC and Hernandez to capitalize on. I mean, it's not like Hernandez really has hype anymore, like at all. Like, just someone that they brushed too quickly or he peaked too quickly, and now he's kind of done. But I don't know. We'll see. I'm kind of interested. Dang, there's some stuff going on over here. Yeah, I'm kind of interested to see what happens. So with this, I mean, he's got such a tough test in Carlos Diego Ferreira, someone that I think is one of the more underrated guys in the lightweight division still to this day. That's just something very hard. We'll see. Hopefully that didn't scare off everything, but it might have. But yeah, I think Ferreira is so underrated. Great grappler. Um, Solid striking, insane power. Obviously, you've seen the Michael John. I wouldn't say insane power, but he has his moments of power. I mean, we saw that Michael Johnson KO, and that win's still aging well here in 2025. Overall, let me see that. I want to see that one. What is that one? It's a 3-2. Huh. How's that one less than another one? All right. Well, either way, yeah, it's a tough fight. Like I said, respect Hernandez for taking this on short notice. However, at the same time, it's like it's also going to come to his detriment. I think full training camp. I think he has a decent chance of beating Ferreira. I would still probably lean Ferreira. This time around, I'm going to lean Ferreira. Um, I don't think Ferreira chins him though. I think it's a back and forth decision that, Ferreira's just going to sneak out almost every single round. I could see a 130 27, 229 28 to be exact. Um, but I think it's going to be one of those where it's like, okay, Carlos Diego Ferreira is that guy. So we'll see what happens, though. Could be wrong. Um, and Ferreira probably would deserve a shot back into the rankings, I'd imagine. I don't know if they do that, but I think that'd be a good idea. So we'll see what happens though. On to the next fight. We got I don't is this fight still happening? I think it is still happening. We got Kelvin Gastelum versus Dustin Soldsfist. This is why I like kind of making my breakdowns after the weigh-ins because very vital stuff. I didn't change my pick. I'm still gonna rock with my pick. I will let you know, you two, when if and when I do change my picks with loss, weight cut losses and all that. But now we're gonna rock with what I originally picked, but what happened today is Kelvin Gastelum missed weight for the fourth time in the promotion, and he missed it by 5 pounds. At 185, what are we doing, bro? He needs to be cut. And I don't even hate Kelvin Gastelum. I think I think he's always had this potential to be something, even though I got into the sport a little later in his career. He, it's so annoying to see because they need to have the same energy. Oh shoot! I think I just shot that bear in the head. Oh fuck! I think I blew it. I think I blew it. Yeah, I blew that. Wow. Yeah, so I think, man, that's unfortunate though. Um, and shame on Kelvin Gastelum. Shout out to Stoltzfus for still wanting to do this fight, but if the UFC like technically, I heard rumors that they didn't end up cutting Kieta, but if they were thinking about it or if they initially did or whatever, like, oh shoot, I come back down. Dead on sight. I'm getting next here today. That's crazy. Let's go, bro. The aim is on. But yeah, man, I don't think Stoltzfus is good though. I don't. He does have sneaky wins. He does execute decent game plans mixing in his grappling. I don't see it happening on this one though. I don't. So yeah, we'll see what happens with all this. I mean, either way, um, I'm gonna lean Gastelum by second round KO. I think he's gonna lose the first and then just, ooh, what a shot. Yeah, I think he's gonna lose the first. But it's gonna be a close round, and then second round he's just gonna land a nasty combo and get Stoltzfus out of there. Um, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens with the whole weight miss and everything. I kind of hope Stoltzfus wins too. If I'm not mistaken as well, didn't Gaslam just like cry on the mic like one or two times ago? Whenever he missed weight last, I think it was a couple times ago. Apologized in the UFC because he was like posting videos of him like doing food reviews that same week and just it's unprofessional stuff, man. Like if you want to, like, I understand how you want to eat, try new foods, maybe do a YouTube channel, whatever the heck you're doing. I mean, but like you signed up for the sport to make weight and to fight. Like you have two jobs. You're not even doing one. It's unfair to the other. Solstice will probably get 30% of the purse, or I think that's how it goes. But either way, man, it's just you hate to see it. I'm still gonna rock Gasolin, but I kind of hope Solstice wins after this whole fiasco again. On to the next fight, though. We got, oh shoot. Okay, now he's gone. We'll leave that one be. On to the next fight, we got Jared Gordon versus Rafa Garcia. Jared Gordon, another very underrated lightweight in this division. Um, oh shoot. I think Jared Gordon is way better than Rafa Garcia. I do think Rafa Garcia can hold his own, but I think Jared Gordon's going to piece him up 30-27, 30-26. I can see maybe a 10-8 round towards the end. And then Jared Gordon shows that there's levels. So I'm rocking Jared Gordon here by decision. I just think he's going to put on a better pace. I think he's going to really control the fight. Just kind of mix it up with the volume and everything. Rafa Garcia is going to try landing crazy power punches and stuff. And Jared Gordon's just going to be too slick for it. So that's what I think is going to happen in that regard. But yeah, either way, we're rocking Jared Gordon decision. On to the co-main event, we got Rob Fat versus David Martinez. I'm going with Rob Font by decision. Need I say less? Like, this is an absolute mismatch here. Um, Martinez does have crazy power, and you know how Rob Font does against these power guys, but at the same time, it's like Rob Font has been how many of these prospects now? That's what he does. He beats all the prospects, loses to the vets. I guess Vera was technically somewhat of a prospect when he faced Font, technically. Um, You know, Rob Font's good. Nobody puts volume out like him. Some of the sharpest jab straights in the whole roster. Um, and I feel like he's been a lot more versatile with his game plans and skills recently, too. Do I think he still has the same athleticism and durability as he used to? Absolutely not. And that's the problem, especially with Martinez, who does happen to have power. I just. How does Martinez win outside of a lucky punch? You know what I mean? This just smells like a Rob Font decision to me. Um, yeah, I don't know. I really can't see Martinez getting finished either. So we'll see what happens, but I think this is going to be all day for Rob Font. It's just like this is going to be his world, and Martinez is just going to be living in it type thing. You know what I mean? Non-vital. Oh my goodness. But on to the next fight, we got the main event, Diego Lopes versus Jean Silva. Where do I begin? I've been somewhat back and forth on this one. Diego Lopes coming off of a a 5-round fight against the champion Volkanovski, where he had moments, but he clearly lost. I think I have 4-1 Volk, so clearly lost, but had moments. Lasted the whole fight. Was kind of in it for the whole fight too. Like I'm not gonna take that away from him. It's not like oh we got hollowayed or whatever by Volk in the third fight at least. Obviously, other two were closer, but you know it just kind of showed that Volk was still that level above Lopez. The question is John Silva, who's jumping up these rankings very high, is he gonna be right there with Volk and the Lopez's? And I don't know yet. And it's tough to say after what I witnessed last week with the Fighting Nerds. I think everyone, including myself, even though I've never been a fan of them, kind of fell for the hype a little bit. Just thought these guys were going to be nearly unbeatable. The IQ and the skills and the well-roundedness and everything. And after last week, it does not look like that. So, but one thing I do want to point out at the same time is I do think John Silva is the best out of all of them. I've been thinking that for like about a few weeks, maybe a few months, couple months. Since the Bryce Mitchell performance, I think the Bryce Mitchell performance, I think he did fairly well. And he got the sub on Bryce Mitchell, which is no easy task. Um, Do I think John Silva's an absolute nuisance to society? Absolutely. No doubt in my mind. Just trying to like aura farm or whatever and like just build up the fights in the way he does. He's just a weirdo. I don't know. Great fighter though, like absolutely great fighter. And that's the thing. I don't want to be like, oh, if they one of them loses, they all lose thing. I mean, even though it's looked like that, but Protest just won recently, so I don't know. Oh shoot. Where is that mountain line? It's behind that tree, dog. It's behind that tree. Oh, I thought that was someone crossing. But yeah, I don't. I think Silva is up there at that level, man, with these guys. I really do. Um, the problem is I don't know what he looks like in 5 round cardio. I don't know what Lopez. I feel like Lopez is going to be one of those guys that gets better after losing a championship fight. He has that experience now. He's went up against the best of the best. I think Lopez definitely has strong tools, strong enough tools to beat Jean Silva. Therefore, I'm going with Lopez. I am going Lopez decision in a very close fight. Um, it's gonna be it's gonna be some weird scorecards. It's gonna be the weird 49-46 with two 48-47s where people are like thinking, "Oh no, wait, this should have been way closer." Um, yeah, I think John Silva could definitely win. If he does win, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't hope he win. I hope he wins for the sake of the division, but I don't hope he wins because of how annoying he is and how like I'm just so sick of this fight nerd stuff. But either way, for the sport and for the division, it would be better if John Silva won. But yeah, I don't know. I trust in the well-roundedness of Diego Lopez. I think he can evade the trouble. Um, and I just like Lopez is just gonna be pressuring him, putting John Silva on the back foot, and I think just overall it's just gonna give issues for John Silva. And John Silva's gonna have moments, but it's just I think this is gonna be one where people are gonna start saying, "Oh, fight nerds were ass the whole time," and like there's I don't know, just stupid stuff. But we'll see what happens. Overall, we'll see what happens with this card. I'm fairly excited for it. I'm also just ready for that Marab and Perea card. Like that card's gonna be so fun. I'm also going to that live. It's gonna be a great time again. But either way, I think we gotta get through this. Off next week, and then Australia card. We got Oldberg and Reyes. I totally forgot about that. That will be awesome. Oh boy, am I excited for that. Actually, I totally forgot about that. That should be a light heavyweight title eliminator. Like that should be over Yuri and Roundtree. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm pretty excited for these fights. Well, I'm predicting a lot of decisions, man. I don't think we're gonna have back-to-back weeks of all this chaos. But you never know. You never know with this type of stuff for sure. But we'll see what happens. Other than that, YouTube, one other point I want to make just because this really made me mad is Dana White is probably, I don't even know why I'm saying probably, he's definitely going to bail on this event just so he can be at the Canelo Crawford event. As an MMA fan, a UFC fan specifically, that should make you mad. If he wanted to retire and go ahead and do that, be my guest. You're still the face of the UFC and you're promoting a competitor's fight more than yours, and you will be there in attendance for that fight over your own promotion. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing, guys? Crazy to me. Absolutely crazy. Just want everyone to let that sink in. Your promoter, who's not even promoting, doing cell phone videos to announce major fights, who's not building up these fights by having insane promos months ahead, is promoting and putting all of his eggs in one basket, and that basket happens to be a competitor where he will be watching their fight over his own promotions on Saturday night, UFC Noche, September 13th. Buy your tickets. Let's go. Goodbye, YouTube.